I want my funeral to be at an open field because I'd like to go out by skydiving. You know, just one last feeling of feeling alive before I slap to the ground. Open casket, obviously, because I'll just be everywhere. But no, I'm thinking more like the end of life. Like, you know, I'm not crazy or delusional. Like, I want to live like big, long, happy life before I just pop. Anyways, I mean, okay, look, if I want to describe the feeling a little better, I know I'm not convincing you, but let me tell you about the story of Sky King, or by his government name, Richard Bebo Russell. Now, this guy was just a minimum wage airport operations worker, and he's got a loving wife, he's got friends, and on August 10th, 2018, he loses a war and lets his intrusive thoughts win. He gets behind the cockpit of a commercial airplane and takes off with it. And it takes a while before FAA takes notice, and they send 2 fighter jets to go after him. And he has a friendly, professional banter with the pilot control who tells him, "Hey, are you doing okay?" And then Richard, or Bebo, he says, "Yeah, I'm feeling pretty good. How about you?" And he decides to just take off with it. And he asks, "Hey, do you know what you're doing?" He says, "Yeah, I played some video games. I think I know what I'm doing." And I'm just a broken guy with a few screws loose. And he tells the air traffic controller, he's like, "Hey, I wonder if this plane can do some tricks." And he takes the airplane up and he asks, "Do you think this plane could do a barrel roll?" So he tips his airplane nosedive straight up to the sky and brings it barreling down and just misses the water by 5 feet and becomes the first person to ever do a barrel roll on a commercial airplane. Yeah, it's crazy, isn't it? And then he's just flying and he's witnessing the great sights of the Seattle mountain range. He sees Mount Rainier, and he tells the controller, and everyone's listening, that, you know, I'm very sorry to disappoint everyone who believed in me. You know, I just like to apologize to them in advance. And, you know, I'm so glad I just have you, the air traffic controller, to talk to and talk about feelings. And I want to tell you, maybe this is just another day, and, you know, maybe I'll just nose down for tonight and call it. An hour and a half later, on August 10th, 2018 at 8:31 p.m., he crashes down on a remote island, and he is the only casualty. Some of you might think that he was delusional or crazy, but his friends would know him as the most kindest, warmest guy, and that maybe some of us just have hidden demons hiding behind our joys and smiles. Maybe some of us are just fighting an eternal battle that no one else is watching, or some men would love to share their joy but suffer in silence. And I don't say this story as a means to glorify suicide. No, I say it because sometimes all of us are just fighting a battle that nobody knows about but us. And I think, like a lot of people out there, some people might say that he went up there to die, but I think he went up there to be alive for the last time.